Hi everyone, this month my research case study topic is the Beatles negotiation with Apple. Today I will analyze this negotiation. When people talk about Apple, everyone tends to refer to the technology company founded by the Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak in 1976. In fact, before this decade, the Britain's famous music band, the Beatles, also set up an Apple company, which name is Apple Corporation. Therefore, from the start, these two companies are intertwined and the reconciliation between them in 30 years. They also had launched legal actions for many times. Not only the Apple Computers fans, but also the Beatles fans, all of them are very curious when they could have a real cooperation to resolve disputes. During these long 30 years, the two companies held for substantive negotiations. In 1978, the Beatles company required the Apple computer to compensate for trademark infringement and demanded that the Apple computer should not enter the field of music. The Apple computer wanted to win the right to use trademarks and required the Beatles company not to enter the field of computer. During 1989 to 1991, the Beatles company thought the Apple computer violated the agreement that they were not into the music field and required the Apple computer to compensate for it. At the same time, the Apple computer requested itself could have music to copy, broadcast, and other music functions. During 2003 to 2007, the Apple computer launched the iTunes Music Store. You not only didn't need to buy a CD or tape, but also could transmit the digital music to your computer or your iPod directly. The Beatles company thought this behavior also violated the agreement and put the Apple computer to court to ask for compensation. But it was rejected by the court. In 2007, the Apple computer wanted to get the right to use the trademark and empower the Beatles company to use. Eventually, in 2010, through the negotiation, the Apple computer let the Beatles sold their albums on the iTunes Music Store. These 30 years negotiations are essential for their cooperation. From the perspective of the Beatles company, it will have a lot of underlying interests. If the Beatles company cooperate with the Apple computer, the Beatles albums will be on iTunes Music Store. Joining the iTunes means that their classical works could enter to the internet area. Now, the iTunes Store has already become the world's largest retail channels. It has earned more than any entity-CD retailers. For the Apple computer, they also will have their underlying interests. Besides, Steve Jobs himself is a big fan of the Beatles. Just from the point of sale, the joining of the Beatles will bring more benefits to them. Although this negotiation lasts for a long time, each time the brief negotiations, the two companies insisted on focusing on starting from the problem, instead of expressing negative emotions and anger in the process of negotiations. Also, because of this, every time negotiations have a good development, they use the negotiation skill to separate the people from the problem in this negotiation. Well, they also use objective criteria skill in this negotiation. Although the Beatles company brought a lawsuit against the Apple computer, they used the data from the reality. In the negotiation, no exaggeration, it was an important factor to could promote the negotiation go smoothly. As a result of this negotiation, both companies also follow the mutual benefits principle of the negotiation. The two sides have concessions in the final result, but in the end, both of them got what they wanted. The Beatles album finally appeared in iTunes. The Apple computer finally solved the trademark issues. During the process of this negotiation, these two companies not only stick to their views and interests, but also use a lot of good negotiation skills. These things promoted the negotiation to go well. This negotiation process took too long time that they went wrong. This negotiation used nearly 30 years. The process of negotiation could be better if they promote efficiency. This negotiation lasted a very long time. Fortunately, it had a good result. On November 16, 2010, the Apple computer and the Beatles company cooperated at last. They finally reached an agreement. The Beatles albums finally appeared in iTunes. The Apple computer finally solved the trademark issues. This agreement is one that will foster long-term meaningful relationships. The Apple computer will no longer be obsessed with trademark infringement. The Beatles' music will be long-term sold on iTunes. Okay, that's all my presentation. That's my reference page. Thank you.